Reunite Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas. It's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Ooh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, August. I almost said June and I don't know why. August 26th, 2024. And this is episode number 831 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello. Hi. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And we're doing it. We're off and running on this fine little cloudy Monday afternoon. Getting some much needed rain. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. It looks like it's going to rain not all day, till about, okay, phone's not cooperating. Suck it, nerd. Okay. Oh yeah. It's about 7 o'clock, about a 50% chance of rain. I like it. Yeah. And then it does look like Potch said all week. Yeah, kind of looking at the forecast. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all 40% chances. I don't know about Wednesday-ish. Kind of low, but I can think it just depends where you look. We needed it though. Holy shit. And I'm excited because that really saves me on my water bill. So I'm here for it. But what's up, man? What's up to everybody watching on YouTube? What's up to everybody watching on Twitch? Welcome in to all of you. Let me tweet the show. Almost forgot to do that. My stupid ass. It's a Monday. That means Jenny's mom's supposed to join us now. She will not be joining us at her normal allotted time of 3:15. She has a doctor's appointment. So she will be joining us later on in the day towards the end of the show. So if you are tuning in only for Jenny's mom, come back after 4 o'clock. And then shut up, Posh. And then, that's when you'll see Jenny's mom. Otherwise, yeah, just hang out. She'll be here. She'll be along soon enough. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, we got some, catching up to do. We got, some NFL to discuss. Some college football popped off this weekend for week 0. We got some baseball to discuss. I've got a ton more videos. We've been on a video kick as of late on this show, and I'm digging it. I'm here for it. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I've got some sports videos. I've got some non-sports videos. I've got some nudes. Just kidding. I just seen if you were paying attention. Just making sure you were paying attention. But before we dive into it any further, I want to take a moment and just wish we have a birthday, not an official deckhead birthday per se, but today would have been Pops' birthday. So happy birthday to my dad. Obviously, if you don't know, maybe you don't listen all the time, but my dad passed away last year, but this would have been his birthday today. So that's what the tattoo is for those of you that don't know. That's his grave marker at the Veterans Cemetery. So happy birthday to my pops today. I don't know how old he would have been. I think he was born in 44, so he would have been 80. God damn. Yeah, he would have been 80 years old today. Would have been an old ass man. And so happy birthday to Pops. wherever he is, floating around, wherever. I don't know. Maybe he went to hell. I don't know. You don't know these things. You know what I mean? You don't know. But happy birthday to Pops. I do miss him dearly every day. And yeah, that's part of life. So happy birthday to him. And other than that, let's get to it, man. We got a lot of shit to get to. Rudy Rod said, rain's no good for me. I'm an umpire. After work, I lose out about 140 a night. Oh, damn. Yeah, that sucks, Rudy Rod. That's not. Damn, you make 140 a night umpiring? I got a question for you, Rudy Rod. How many times have you fought a parent as an umpire? Okay, that didn't work. I always forget to change that. How many times, Rudy Rod, have you fought a parent? Because there's no way, absolutely no way that I could be. I see these all the time. I have my eye out. I have my eye open for a part-time gig. Just, so a little supplemental income if the right thing comes along. Because, this isn't lucrative. I don't know if you guys know this, but this doesn't, as great as it is, between this and my just stellar comedy career, especially now that I don't have a radio show or a TV show, we're just back to, when I had those, it was helping, but it's tough. So I'm on the lookout for some, part-time gig, and have been for a long time, but I'm in no rush. I can be picky. But I get every once in a while, like you can go to Google and you can go to these places and put in keywords, right? So I'll have like radio host or TV producer or sports, or like sports content creator or content creator. So these are all like job opening things that I'll have. And one of the sports ones I got was like umpire, referee. I was like, bro, I could never do those things. First time a parent was like, you suck, I'd be like, well, fuck you. Come on. Probably trying to fight every parent. And most of the parents could fight me because they're younger and they will whoop my ass. And now I'm getting whooped in front of a bunch of children. And that's just not how I want to go out. I couldn't do it, Rudy Rod. You must have the patience of Joe. Like I don't know how you do it, dude. Have you ever gotten in a... Rudy Rod, I asked him, how many parents have you gotten in a fight with? He said 0. How many screaming matches have you gotten into with a parent? So that's also what would happen. I would get in a ton of screaming matches with parents. Yeah, I could do beer league. Now that I would also do, but then it'd be the same thing. I'd be like, nah, you're out. It'd be like, oh, come on, Blue. I'd be like, hey, fuck off. All I said was, come on. You're out of here. Boy, what? You know what? You're banned. Holy shit. Like, yeah, I have no. I don't have the patience for that. I couldn't do it. There's no way. Barry, ma'am, I've never seen sports. They just needed someone today. No idea what a striker or a ball is. Yeah, that'd be the other thing. I did though. Somehow I got down a rabbit hole of my feed. My algorithm's all jacked up, and now I'm getting a bunch of umpiring videos. There's some egregious shit out there. I should start saving them. There's some awful shit out there. There's some awful umpiring, and some of it would probably be me. Rudy Ross said, I don't scream back, but a couple. Yeah, see, that'd be me. I'd scream back. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? I'm loud as it is. I like to argue as it is. Alex Villanueva said, Barry Hernandez behind the plate. Yeah, and especially in softball, where the strike zone is so subjective, the way it drops in and slow pitch. Are you shitting me? Oh, my God. I could never be an umpire. Just put me at like first base or something. I couldn't do it. Got people arguing with me. I don't even like hecklers. I was doing a set at the Riot this weekend. It was a fun show. Thanks to everybody that came out. Nobody came out. But I was doing a set at the Riot this weekend, and it was like, I don't know, 10:30. Well, it was an 11 o'clock show. I was the second to last. And this, I don't know, it was a good crowd. It was a hot crowd, but they were a little chatty. And sometimes when you have good jokes, you know, they get chatty because they like the jokes and they want to talk about them and they think it's funny. So they're cutting up with the people around them because they liked the joke. And so that's kind of a catch-22, right? Like they enjoy the joke, so they're talking about the joke, but it's like, all right, bitches, we're on to the next joke. Like, let's all simmer down so everybody can enjoy the next joke. So I'm on my closer, and I do this one bit, and I say, you ladies hate getting on top during sex, and you know it's because your complaints are it makes your titties saggy and your chins hang down. And it's this whole bit. I'm not gonna do the bit, but then these two chicks started talking about that. And I'm trying to close it out. And I was like, you know, I'm trying to just ignore them. And they kept talking. And so I didn't really like stop. I was just like, you know, I'm trying to get through it. I was like, well, ladies, look, I'll put this whole thing to bed right. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'll put this whole thing. That's literally what I did. That was it. And that's that. Now imagine that as an umpire. Wow, imagine that as an umpire. Hey, what up? All texting, no tweeting? Look at that. All chatting, no tweeting. Welcome in. Welcome in, sir. All texting, no tweeting in the house. Done found the twitches. Hey, shout out to Sensei Bulldog, by the way, and USN TV for the shout outs on the twitches. USN TV, we rated last week, gave us a shout out to their 109 viewers, and Sensei Bulldog gave us a shout out to 66 viewers. So much appreciated to both of those. All texting, no tweeting. Thank you for the follow. Good to see you, my friend. Long time no see as well. But yeah, that's just two people in a comedy club that were enjoying. They were enjoying the show, but talking about a joke. Well, I mean, they were talking during the closer, you know, so it was just like, I think I have it. I was like, yeah. Hey, shut the fuck up. But I kept going. I didn't like stop and embarrass them even more. Just kind of lashed out a little bit. I think I have it. I bet you. Let me see. I need to download this anyways. Yeah. So could you imagine? Could you imagine your boy just dealing with parents? I already don't like kids. You think I like parents of kids? I don't like you people. I know how many parents are in this chat. I don't like you people. You've ruined the earth with your scourge, with your little semen demons. Your little crotch critters. Gross. You've ruined them. Oh, it downloaded already. That's pretty cool. Where'd it go? Oh, look at that. Let me see if I can find it. Potch, what do you mean, you people? Cece said he ain't even here to see y'all's flirting. I don't know what that means. Hey, what up, Perry? I bet Total Dallas holds the strikeout record in T-ball. Yeah, y'all stop talking about him. He's not even here. You can't do that. Here, I'm gonna show you. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is your boy just losing it mid closer. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to like play the whole joke. Yeah. All right, I'm just trying to find it. I don't want to have to play the whole joke for you guys. I just want to play the part where I just tell these bitches to shut the fuck up. That's the only part I want to play. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know what? Well, you might be able to hear it. Fuck it. It don't matter. Here we go. Let's see.
Don't worry about the chins. We don't even know you have a face.
Okay. No, that's not it. Hold on.
Like, there's titties out, okay? Shut up about the chins.
There you go. Look,
all
right there. Here you go.
Shut the fuck up.
See? Just
Don't
kept
worry
going.
about the chins.
Yeah.
We don't even know you have a face.
See? You just shut the fuck up and kept going. They were talking. They wouldn't shut the fuck up. So sometimes you just gotta mid-joke. Shut the fuck up. Just now imagine that as an umpire. There's no way. There's no way. Anyway, I digress. All right. We got shit to do. Oh, by the way, there's a new club in town. I mentioned it to you guys. It's Punchline Houston. Great weekend last weekend. Whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. Good times had by all. And if you didn't know, I put it on the Discord, but I'll go ahead and put it here as well. So your boy had the honor and distinct privilege of being the first to host their first show, the Soft Open, which was Wednesday of last week. It was very cool. You know what I mean? It was cool. It was an honor. And then I have the honor of hosting their first ever actual show on their grand opening September 12th. Record scratch. Well, so I thought. I thought I was going to be the first ever comic to tell a joke on the actual stage when the club actually was officially opened. That's not the case now. They've gone out and they've gotten this guy. I don't know. He's, I think, an open micer or whatever. September 6th and September 7th. They've brought in some dude named Dave Chappelle. He's going to be there. So I don't know. You know, they might have a few tickets left. PunchlineHTX.com. If you want to get those. There's maybe a few left, I think. I would scamper. I would hurry. They're not cheap. They're certainly not cheap. I think you can only get like 2. Yeah, Dave, some dude named Dave Chappelle. Who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, I don't know. He's a guy. I think they were just like, well, let's give a poor comic that no one's heard of a chance. And they were like, we'll get this dude. He's like I guess he's an open micer. Yeah, his name's Dave Chappelle. So he's going to be he's going to be there September 6th, September 7th. And then rumor has it, there will be 2 more shows, September 8th and September 9th, for other comics to be named later that have a more local appeal, but work with Dave. So be ready for that. Nonetheless, PunchlineHTX.com, get your tickets. Your boy will not have the honor of being the first comic to officially be the first to tell jokes officially. But it's pretty dope that they went out and got Dave Chappelle to open the club. So, but I'll still be there. I'll be opening the show. Trey will be closing the show September 12th. So if you don't get tickets to Dave Chappelle, you've got the next best thing. Okay. He gave you the most awkward hug of your life? Dave Chappelle did? I need that story. Yeah, I definitely need that story. What does this say? Yeah. Hard Luck say, joke, shut the fuck up, joke. Just keep trucking and didn't miss a beat. Heartthrob's seen me do this plenty. It seems like every time I go to Tulsa, it's wild crowds like that. So, Barry, or here's an idea. You could shut the fuck up. Yeah. B, can you ask the bouncer to kick them out if they're too loud? Some clubs don't have bouncers, right? So some comedy clubs they'll have like maybe a door guy or a ticket taker, but some clubs don't have, people patrolling the room or anything like that. It's just usually you'd have to get somebody that works there, but there's no like official whatever. Now the Punchline and the Improv both have established people. The Punchline has security. That's their job, is they just police the room. And some clubs will do that. The Improv uses their door guys as security as well. And some clubs will do that also. So, and then like at the Improv, everybody has an earpiece. And I think the Punchline does that as well. So yeah. And from stage, as a comic, if things are getting out of hand, yeah, of course. You'll be on stage, and if there's just a table or a person who just won't stop talking, eventually, you'll address it, especially if you're headlining. If you're emceeing or featuring, a lot of times you just kind of plow through it because it's not your show, it's the headliner show. But at least that's kind of the mentality of comedy. As a feature, depending on who the headliner is, maybe if I know them or whatever, I might do a little crowd work with them to try to get them to shut up, maybe by embarrassing them or whatever. Or, hey, sometimes I'll just, especially if I'm emceeing, I'll very politely be like, hey guys, I'm glad you're enjoying the show, but could you please be quiet? Everybody around you paid. I want them to enjoy the show. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. But you got to be quiet. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. All right, cool. And you try to be nice, but on like that kind of show, it's just a showcase. Nah. Just, hey, shut the fuck up. Yeah, there's a comic after me, but I don't give a fuck. Shut up for them too. So yeah, what you'll do is in those cases, you might just be like at a bigger club, like the Punchline or Improv or something like that. You'll be like, hey, look, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. And then I'm going to have the club escort you out, or I'm going to ask you to leave. And the club people will usually hear that and be like, hey, we need to get somebody to that table and have them thrown out. So they'll just hear you say that and immediately get people to the table. That happened in Tulsa. But it's like also there's a unwritten code, I guess, in comedy when you want someone thrown out. It's kind of been this way. I mean, not everybody knows it, but people that have been in the business a long time, if you have experienced door people or club people that have been around a really, really, really long time, and you want to have somebody thrown out, but you don't want to be the asshole on stage that says, I want you out of here. Hey, I want them thrown out. What you say is, hey man, I need you to be quiet or shut the fuck up or whatever. And they go, okay, cool, man. Just be quiet. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna buy you a drink. All right, cool. Hey, can I buy him a water? And can I buy them a water is code for, I want them kicked out. A little inside baseball. So yeah. And I've only done that like once or twice. Now I didn't know that at one point and jokingly did that. And thank God no one in the room knew that code, but I did it in Tulsa. And the chick came up and she was like, I didn't know if you wanted them thrown out or not. I was like, well, I wanted you to go over there for sure and address it and see if you wanted to throw them out. That I was going to leave up to you. She was like, oh, well, I was watching. I was like, well, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of a generic code from the stage for. Now, if you're joking around and bantering with somebody, you'd be like, hey, hi, okay, cool. Can I buy you a drink? Yeah, let me get 3 Perriers, or that's different. But if you're dealing with a heckler and you say, I want to buy you a water, or I want to buy him a water, that means you want him gone. So, yeah. And usually you can establish that or something else with the club too, if you have something different. But that's kind of a universal code, like the cops. You have all their codes and signals and signs. That's one. So, Ponchette, what part of town is the Punchline in? It's actually in the House of Blues building. So it's downtown on Caroline Street. So the old House of Blues restaurant, if you know that That is now the Punchline Comedy Club. So it's right there on Caroline. Really, really nice. Great club. I performed there Wednesday. Hung out with Nora on Thursday. Had a show at the Riot Friday at 11, but went down early to hang out at the club and just see kind of, instead of being on stage and running the show, I wanted to be in the audience a little bit and hang out and see how it looked and how it was running and everything. So really dope, really cool, really excited to have another comedy club in town. That's 4 clubs now. And as a comic, the more the merrier. It's great. We have 2, A rooms now. And we have 2 showcase workout rooms that are, wonderful. So I'm in hog heaven having these clubs, man. Having the Punchline come to town. They bring something different and unique that the other 3 clubs, every club has something different and unique for this city and to offer. And it's really dope to have them in town too. And man, the staff and the people there couldn't be nicer. So really excited about this. Really excited to have them. And super cool. And one more thing, and then we'll get into it, by the way. If you're not doing anything, September 5th, got a call this morning, or got an email, or a text, I should say. Your boy will be headlining the Houston Improv September 5th. What? Yeah, boy. September 5th. So if you don't get tickets to Dave Chappelle for the 6th or the 7th, have no fear. I got not even the second best or the third, but I got the 33rd best thing possible. You can come hang out with me at the Houston Improv September 5th. I got my very own night, my very own show. I'll be headlining the Houston Improv September 5th. Very excited about that. Very, very excited about that. I haven't headlined this club in forever. Last time I worked there on an off night headlining, well, I guess you could say it was, if you want to count it as such, it was the Roast of Houston Sports. But before that, man, it's been a minute. So it's been a minute where it was just me, my show, headlining at the Houston Improv. I'm very excited about this. So for all of you that have said, when's your next show? I want to catch a show. I'd like to see a show. No excuses. All right. It is a Thursday. You have plenty of time, and I'll be doing 45 minutes. I get to pick my own lineup. So of course I'm going to have a great lineup of comics to come out and join me. And it should be a hell of a fun night, and I'm excited to do it. So hopefully, I'd love to pack the place out. You know what I mean? I get a base pay from the Improv, but also, the more tickets I sell, they hook your boy up at the door. So come on out, support your boy. It's always appreciated when you do so. But if you're gonna pick a show in September, and let me tell you, I'll be working on a calendar update for September, but your boy has a shitload of shows in September. In fact, let me take a look. If you ever want to see how many shows I got, I try to keep it updated. BarryIsFunny.com is where all my shows, local and on the road, are. But if you go to BarryIsFunny.com and just click on shows, it'll take you to all of them. And then I've started using bands in town. So if you use bands in town to follow, like bands and your favorite, I'm on that. So now you can actually follow me on bands in town. But you'll see right now I've got like August 31st and then September 1st. So I haven't even added it. I just found out about it. But I've got the 1st, 7th, 12th, 13th. I've got 2 shows. And the 14th, I got 2 shows. So I'm in Fort Worth that weekend. I've got the 20th and the 21st and the 28th. So I've got Hop Scholar on the 28th. I'm at Sam Houston Race Park on the 20th and 21st. Every weekend, something's going on, busy and popping. So, September's busy. I'm excited about that because August was shit. And so now add, headlining the Houston Improv September 5th to this list. So that'll be dope. So come out to that. That'll be cool. Yeah, plenty of chances to catch a show. No, I'm not in a band, Alex, you dipshit. Yeah, so like if you wanted tickets to the I don't know, the Saturday late show at, well, like if you wanted to see this all pro comedy showcase, if you click tickets, oh, wait, hold on. Let me see here. It takes you to bands in town. No, that forwarded you directly to Eventbrite. Okay, cool. If you try to get more info, that's what it is. So this is my bands in town page. So you can actually go to like bands in town, and you could follow me on bands in town, and it shows you like all of my upcoming shows and whatnot. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Can you buy merch on here? You should be able to. Now I don't have it all up. I'm about to update the shop. Right now, all I have up there is the old Love Each Other shirt. The old, I don't have the new design up yet. I still have the old design up. This is the old Love Each Other, which I still dig. And I have the Welcome to the Land shirts. So if you still want those, yes, they're still available on the website. If yours is ragged and tattered, you can still get them online. So that's the only two I have. I've got a bunch of merch that I'll be putting up. The other Love Each Other shirt. I got a bunch of Fuck Them Kids shirts coming up. So I'll be adding to the shop. I just need to find the time. But yes, the merch is on the merch will be on this is on the barryisfunny.com website. Yeah, the first one I'm going to be putting up, John Dorier, is the Fuck Them Kids 2024 campaign shirts. So those will be up first, and then I got a whole bunch of designs I'm working on for that. So those will all go up eventually. Shut up. What's the name of his band? I hate you all so much. Dave Chappelle may do a guest spot that day. That's what I heard. Shut up. That's not true. Wallace said that's my birthday. And then Cece said Donna birthday outing. Yes. All of it. I'm here for all of it. Let's do it. Big old birthday bash for the show at the Improv. I'm here for all of it. All right, let's get to it, man. We got shit to do. Let's start with some sports headlines, and then later we'll talk some fantasy. Let's go. Yeah, John Dorier says, so I can buy one for the wife. I just do unisex sizes. What the fuck is this? That's not what that's supposed to be. Hold on a damn minute. What in the shit? This angers me sometimes when this don't change, when they don't get updated. You raggedy bitch. That's not the headlines we want. That's the headlines we want. Hold on a minute, Alec! Alec, my dude! My guy! Welcome back, my friend. Thank you for resubscribing for 12 months. I don't know if you know this, Alec. That's a year. Holy shit. Partner. Damn, bro, you were gone a long-ass time. How long were you gone, Alec? How long were you fucking gone, pimp? I do like that you're back just in time for NFL kickoff here in a week or two. That's good. That's always good. Excuse me. Yeah, that'll be badass. But welcome back, friendo. By the way, Alec, Jennia's mom told me that she mailed off your Barry on Deck swag from being a member of the Patreon. So if you don't have it, you need to let me know. But that should be either at your house already or you should have gotten it. So if not, let me know, pimp. But you should have gotten it. But welcome back, homie. I leave for deployment on the 14th of this month. Jesus, man, you just got back. But the government don't fuck around, Alec. They don't fuck around. I don't know. Did you update it on Patreon? That's the thing, brosif. You gotta, whatever it is that you put on Patreon is what we use. So if you didn't update it in Patreon, it got sent to the wrong spot. Where were you? Where? Do tell. Oh, do tell. Do tell indeed. What did Posh say? 12 months is a year? Yes. I always forget. See, here's the problem with too many people is and I should know this. Jaime? Is that correct? It's Jaime, right? Jaime or Jamie? I'm deeply sorry for this. Every once in a while, I have to get corrected. They know. John Dorier went, how long? Yes, at the age. John Dorier, how long did it go before you corrected me on pronouncing your name wrong? Huh? How John Dorier, John was like, it was probably 2.5, 3 years. And he was like, bro, that's not how you say my name. I was like, well, why the fuck didn't you say something a long time ago? Well, I'm not changing it now. Okay, Jaime, thank you. 3 years. See? At least we got Jaime fixed soon, early. Thanks, Jaime. I didn't want to be saying it wrong. I knew, but it was like, well, maybe I'm just saying it wrong. You never know. Now. But your name wasn't weird like Dorier. What a stupid ass name. I emailed you with a question about your address, Alec. Okay. Yeah, so Alec, check today. Let me know, pimp. All right. Well, if not, we'll have to get you some new in the mail. All right, or get it fixed. All right. So to answer the question though, John, about your wife, I just have the unisex shirts up, so it's not like I have any like female cuts. It's all just the unisex tees. But yes, they range from like small to 5XL. So there you go. All right. Bet. All right. Now here's your sports headlines for the day. Welcome back, Alec. Welcome back, Jaime, to both of you. Jaime, where were you? Where were you at, Jaime? Huh? Perry, you son of a bitch. Perry said, you pronounced my name correctly. Truman Amos Jones. Oh my God, for Mother's Day? Yes, John. Yes. Getting your wife a fuck them kids shirt for Mother's Day is the best. The best. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. I have so many ideas, by the way, for fuck them kids shirts. You have no idea. I just have made a list of shirt ideas. And they're just, I mean, if I do say so myself, I'm a little off track here, but I don't want to brag. Where's my shirt ideas folder? Hold on. I have one that I'm making that is the North Face logo, but it says, instead of the North Face, it says fuck them kids. It's so great. Flip says you need women cuts. No, women don't wear the women cuts. They wear tees mostly. So stay out of my goddamn business, Flip. Yeah, but I have the fuck them kids, but it says fuck them kids, but the North Face logo. I wish my laptop didn't die. I could be able to pull it up. It's so beautiful. I also have a shirt I'm working on that it says, it looks like a Yelp review, but it says, instead of the business name, it's got like red stars, but it only has one red star and then 4 grayed out stars. And it says kids. And then it says would not recommend. So it's like a 1-star Yelp review of kids. Oh, fucking Jesus. Let's see. What else do I have? Yeah. 1 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend. And then I have one that says mom now with 100% less kids. I have like generic shit like kids are dumb, kids are stupid. Let's see. And then I have one that says kids in this economy. That's so great. Hardtop said FTK in the NWO logo. That's a very niche down wrestling. I have one. I want to put Jordan's face on it, but I'm sure I get sued. But I just want to fuck them kids with Jordan's face on it. I pull out because fuck them kids. Support your local bully because fuck them kids. Oh my God, fat kids are harder to kidnap. That was an old one from an old t-shirt company I had, but I had to bring it back. Let's see. Your kid is ugly. That was a random one I wrote down. Fuck them kids. I'd rather own a boat. I like that one. That was great. Well, thank you, Spoon. Said you're looking very Barry today, Barry. Well, thanks, Spoon. You're looking very spooned. Jaime said, no kids, who this? There you go. Kids are awful. Let me see. Let's see. Make Christmas for adults. Let's see. Fuck kids, get a cat. But then I could do like all the different animals, right? No, that's not weak. I like that, Jaime. But then like, fuck kids, get a dog. Fuck kids, get a hamster. Fuck kids, get a boat. Let's see. There was another one too that I wrote down. Have fun, not kids. Oh, I was going to have verified kid free and then have like the social media blue check mark. Yeah, that's so great. Remember when life gets you down, at least you don't have kids. All right. So I'm telling you, man, I've got a shitload of them. I just got to work on the logos and stuff. CC, no kids will travel. All right, I got to write both of those down. Let me see. Let's see. What was Jaime's no kids who dis? There you go. No kids who dis. And no kids will travel. No kids will travel. There you go. Fantastic. Love it. What up, Spoon? Spoon said rotund. The now with 100% less kid shirt. I'd buy that with a and wrap Heather's urn in it. That's hilarious, Heartthrob. That's way too funny, man. All right, here's your sports headlines. Hold on to your butts. What? Front page of ESPN. Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. The Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb have a deal. Oh, I like that Jaime kid free, but the drug free logo. Oh, yeah. I had kid free, kind of like sucker free, but kid free, drug free logo. That's good, too. 88. Cowboys agreed to a 4-year, $136 million deal. So Lamb ends his holdout. He becomes the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Deal includes a $38 million signing bonus, largest ever given to a wide receiver, and $100 million guaranteed. Lamb was set to play 2024 on the $17.99 million fifth year option of his rookie deal and become a free agent after the season. But the Cowboys were able to lock him up through the 2028 season with the new deal. Justin Jefferson tops the market at $35 million a season. So the deal makes Lamb the second highest, or the highest paid wide receiver in Cowboys history. Duh. And by missing training camp and 3 preseason games, Lamb could be fined more than $3 million, but the team has the ability to rescind the penalty since he was on his rookie contract. Cowboys have 3 practices this week at the Star in Frisco, Texas, but will work Lamb into action smartly after he was not in training camp in Oxnard. It says Lamb has proved worthy of the number 88 worn by Drew Pearson and Irvin. Bryant also wore the number. Cowboys never expected him to be available at the 17th overall pick in 2020. So let's see. Part of his values is the ability to move all over the formation. Played 499 snaps in the slot, 69 catches, 907 yards, 12 touchdowns. Played 438 snaps outside, 66 and 842 and 4 touchdowns. 32 catches And he had 32 touchdown. Yes, he has 32 touchdown catches in his first 4 seasons. Excuse me. Only Hayes and Bryant have more in team history. Okay. It kind of surprises me. Bob Hayes and Dez Bryant are the only 2 that have more. Kind of surprises me. Let's see. It says the Cowboys say they believe Lamb's best days are ahead. Says Prescott's contract expires after this season, and while the team wants to sign him to a long-term extension, he could hit the open market because the Cowboys cannot use the franchise tag on him. That's what's going to be interesting is Lamb wanted this deal, and Lamb got this deal. And was Lamb worth this deal? That, I think, is and should be up for debate. Here we go. Is CeeDee Lamb worth the 138B he got? Yes and no. Start a poll, 5 minutes. Don't let your hatred or bias just because you're like, I hate the Cowboys. Don't be that person. Try to answer honestly. Yo, what up, Black Sheep? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Answer honestly. Do you think CeeDee Lamb was worth 100? Oh, I put 138. It was 136. Whatever. It's the same. Do you think that CeeDee Lamb was worth $136 million? Do you think that the Cowboys overpaid? Yes or no? I think it's a very simple, and again, try to be an adult about it. Try to be an adult when you answer. You know, I know some of you are ultra haters, and that's fine. Just answer the question. Hey, what up, Reyes? Reyes said, I want to thank all the deckheads for all the condolences, phone calls, and texts from me and my family. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that's a tough deal you went through, buddy. I hope things are well for you. And I can tell you that a lot of folks had you in their thoughts, man. So hope all is well, for sure. Chris said overpaid. That's the thing. I think you have to look at it. But here's the thing, Chris. You can look at it from the standpoint statistically from what has he done so far. But you also have to look at it from the standpoint of what is he going to be capable of going forward. But here's the catch. Aha! Get it? Catch? Pun? Ha! Wide receiver humor. I didn't really mean to do that. Skiggity Big, what up? He said, yeah, it's the reason he'll be... Shock! What up, pimp? He said, yes, it's the reason he'll be picked by number 5 in fantasy. The scary thing is they don't really know what's going to happen at the quarterback position after this season. It very well says Prescott's contract expires after this season. Do they re-up with Dak? Dak is 31 years old. He is, still in the upper echelon of the NFL. He played in all 17 games last year, 4,500 yards, had 36 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. That's elite shit right there. But the question will become, who's going to be throwing to him? Right? Is this a case like in Las Vegas where they go out and get oh God, who am I thinking of? Oh, Devontae Adams? And then it's like you look up and you're going, well, shit, who's throwing to me now? Right? It's you got your money, But does it matter if you don't have a quarterback? I mean, I'm sure he's laughing all the way to the bank and he don't give a shit. But how much do you want to win at the same time? We'll find out. Shock said, wait till Dallas drafts Deion's kid at QB and the real shit show begins. Oof. Yeah, well, Walt says, I think the Lamb deal is fine because after this year, they won't have Dak on the books. Yeah, here's the problem, though, Walt. How long do they have to go through the suffering, right? Because free agent quarterbacks are tough because usually if you're getting a free agent quarterback, they're either past their prime, scrap heap QBs, or they're the Dak Prescotts of the world that are hitting the open market demanding huge salaries because they're either veterans or they're coming off their rookie deals and no one wants to pay them what they think they're worth. I mean, the ideal scenario is always draft a stud, draft a star. And in order to do that, usually you have to suck or get lucky. So it feels like kind of what Skiggity Big is saying. This year it's worth it. You're kind of in a 1 year-ish window. It's like, okie dokie. Better hope the stars, Dallas Cowboys pun. You better hope the stars align. Because this might be one and done. And then what? And then who's the quarterback of the future for the Dallas Cowboys? So, yeah, Nasty Nate says safe to say it ain't Trey Lance. Safe to say it ain't on their roster. And I don't think this is a case where they're not going to resurrect a project. That doesn't usually work out. Ask most of the other teams in the league. So, yeah, Lamb got his money. And good for him. And Cowboy fans are excited. And good for them. They should be. But for a year. I'm looking ahead. And it's like, shit. Now what? Catfish said we want CeeDee and Micah and no Dak. Well, I mean, who's going to throw to CeeDee? Dude. It's amazing to me how much people get pissed off at Dak, but his numbers are just absolutely elite. I mean, his 2022 was pretty rough. It wasn't great. But dude went 36-9 last year. That's crazy. Had a 105.9 rating, the best of his career. Had a 72.7 QBR. Second best of his career. Well, no, third best of his career. The best of his career was his rookie season. But, I mean, second best of his career was 2020. He played 5 games, though. We're not going to count that. So technically is the second best of his career if we're not counting the 2020 season. Because you shouldn't. But the highest rating of his career, the second highest QBR. Here, I guess I could share this and stop being stingy with it. I mean, Dak's numbers, dude. Especially if we go up here and look in where he ranks amongst other quarterbacks in the regular season. And yeah, people are always going, yeah, what Dak in the playoffs? I get it. But you know what? You got to get there to have a chance. You got to get there to have a chance. Dak Prescott was third in the league in yards last year. Total yards. He was, first in touchdowns. Meanwhile, 9 interceptions well, that was amongst the best. He was in the group with, well, Geno Smith, Jimmy Garoppolo, Gardner Minshew, Bailey Zappi, Justin Fields, Joe Flacco. But some of these other cats, Josh Allen had 18, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes had 14, Tua had 14, Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, Stafford, Jordan Love, the darling of the NFL right now, had 11. Brock Purdy had 11. I mean, you know. And QBR. Brock Purdy had a better QBR by 0.1 over Dak. Josh Allen didn't even crack 70. That was third. Rating overall, he was third at 105.9. I mean, it amazes me the hate that this man gets in Dallas. It's amazing to me. Amazing. And yeah, I mean, Walt is right, you know, maybe Dak does equal James Harden. Fantastical numbers in the regular season. And then just, you know, hey, let's pull up postseason and see what he does. And it is, bleh. I mean, let's be fair. Yards in the postseason. I mean, of course, Mahomes is going to have more because he played in more games. But if we look at the average, Dak averaged 6.7 yards per pass, completed 68% of his passes, which was sixth in the playoffs. But that was ahead of Josh Allen and Jordan Love and CJ Stroud and Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson and Tua. He's better than all of those guys percentage-wise. Of course, he had the 2 interceptions, and that ain't going to get it. That's the problem. That's the big problem. He was sacked 4 times. That's not good. He had an 89.8 rating. That's not good. Only 4 QBs were worse. Brock Purdy, Joe Flacco, Mason Rudolph, Jesus, and Tua. And then his QBR, not great, 11th. So, it's the tale of 2 Daks, right? But you got to get there to have a chance. And there ain't nobody, there's very few guys better in the regular season than Dak Prescott year over year. Because, I mean, you just look at his regular season numbers. Last year, like I said, it wasn't great, but he went 36-9 this past year, 2 years ago, or not last year, but the year before. And then 37-10 the year before that. Forget 2020, he was injured. 30-11, 22-8, 22-13. I mean, I don't know. I think the hate for Dak is unjustified. Skeevy Big said every single QB in Dallas will get this hate no matter what. Every single QB, and that's a really good point, Skiggity Big. Every single QB in Dallas will get this hate no matter what, unless and until they win a Super Bowl. Because the crazy thing is, Troy Aikman, statistically, was not a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. He just wasn't. But he gets all the love because he's got all the rings. And, okay. That's fair, I guess. But it's really hard to win a Super Bowl. Hell, it's just really hard to get to the playoffs in the National Football League. But the Cowboys fans and the Dallas Cowboys have a standard that they expect, whether you think it's delusional or not. They expect a Super Bowl every year, no matter what. No matter what. realistically or unrealistically, they expect a Super Bowl. And he hasn't delivered that. And he hasn't gotten close. So, and Spoon has a good point. So if his stats are good, what's wrong with the team? That's the other part of the equation, right? I mean, you do have to look at playoff Dak, and you have to wonder how much of the Cowboys' postseason woes are all of his fault. And, how much of it is scheme? How much of it is everybody else underperforming? I mean, are we going to pin the entire postseason all on Dak? He deserves a huge chunk of it. But could we go back and look at defensively and see did everybody step up like they were supposed to defensively? I don't know. We'd have to break that down. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But there's just no denying the fact that Dak in the playoffs is atrocious. There's just no denying that. So, told Al said it's like Romo. Dome his fault. Oh, some's his fault, some's not. Yeah, well, point is, he's got a stud receiver. We're going to see, does it matter? Does it matter? I mean, maybe Jerry has a plan. Maybe Jerry's like, hey, we plan on keeping Dak. We're glory hole in this whole thing. For the glory hole of God, we're in. Who knows? Chiefs got a guy too. Not to be outdone. Chiefs got a guy. Chiefs reached a deal with Juju Smith-Schuster. Is that any good? Huh? Says the Chiefs agreed to a contract terms with Juju Smith-Schuster on Monday. Smith-Schuster, who was the leading receiver on the Chiefs' 2022 Super Bowl championship team, was in uniform and practice with KC on Monday. Smith-Schuster caught 78 passes for 933 yards in 2022, his only season with the Chiefs. He left after the season as a free agent in New England, signing a 3-year, $25 million contract with the team as one of the primary free agent targets of the former regime led by Billy Belichick. Spent one season with the Patriots, caught 29 passes for 260 yards and one touchdown, 11 games. He was released by the Patriots this month after totaling 29 catches and 260 yards in 11 games in his only season in New England. Smith-Schuster, 27, spent his first 5 NFL seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers. His best season with the Steelers came in 2018 when he had 1,400 yards and 111 passes. He also caught 97 passes in 2020. So it could be good. It's one of those things. Do you blame Juju Smith-Schuster for having a terrible season in New England? No, I certainly don't. When you look at what and who he is as a player, which we can certainly do again. Here's his stats. I mean, in Pittsburgh, he went 917, 1,400, 552, 831, 5 games in 2021. And then he had 933 yards receiving in Kansas City in 1 year. And then just absolutely abysmal in New England. But New England was abysmal that season. I mean, that was 2023? Yeah, that was 2023 New England. Let's pull that up. Let's go 2023. Yeah, I mean, it was Mac Jones and then Zappy. Jesus. What do you expect? Look at these passing leaders. 316, 231, 201, 150, 110, 200, 272. 161, 220, 170, 89, 141, 240, 180, 256, 209, 88. Shit. I mean, yeah. One 300-yard passing game in this era. Lord Jesus. How much did he have in that game? Let's go box score. He had 4 catches for 33 yards in that game. He was targeted 7 times. Tied for second on the team with 2 others. Kendrick Bourne had the most. Yeah. Catfish said, look how much better QBs do when they have a legit one. That's the plan. Yeah. Walt said Dak may go to Pittsburgh or Detroit and win the Super Bowl. Detroit. I don't even know what Goff's contract looks like. I don't even know how old he is, but that's an interesting thought. I'm sure Pittsburgh would love that. Jesus. Mike Tomlin's got to be like, please, take him right now. We'll trade you one of our rivers. And I'm not talking Philip or his kids. We'll trade you. We got 3 of them. We'll give you a river. Come pick a river. We'll send you a steel mill. What else is Pittsburgh known for? We'll give you the word yuns. You name it. We'll send you all this shit. Send us Dak. For the love of God. And we'll send you Russ. And we'll send you what's his name? Whistle Britches. Justin Fields. You can have them both. And you can pick. So here's our final offer, Dallas. The Steelers are willing to trade you for Dak. Just you send Dak, nothing else. It's Pittsburgh, Jet. What's up, Jet? It's Pittsburgh, not a Philly. It's Pittsburgh. What's Pittsburgh known for? Philly's known for their Philly steak sandwiches. Hey, what up, Justin? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for popping in, Jamal. Pittsburgh's got to be like, we'll trade you. You send Dak. We'll send you a steel mill, your pick of one of our 3 rivers, the word yuns, Justin Fields, and Russell Wilson. We will also send you Terry Bradshaw's. We have a lock of his hair when he had his bangs. We have a lock of his hair hanging in our Hall of Fame. We'll send you that. We've saved some DNA of Mean Joe Green. We'll send you that. We'll send you all this. Just send us Dak, please. For the love of God. You can have all that. We got some ball sweat from Franco Harris in a cup. You can have that. Yes, Jack Lambert's well. Jamal, you're a little off on that, buddy. Justin said Jack Lambert's teeth. No, Jack Lambert's tooth. Teeth. He didn't have teeth. Tooth, buddy. Tooth. We'll send you Jack Lambert's tooth because he only had the one. Catfish. Stop the catfish. Fields is the best QB Tomlin has had since Ben. Stop this right now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. Scram, beat it, kid. I don't even know how to say that. What is Pittsburgh known for? What is Pittsburgh? We'll send you Mario Lemieux. You can have him. He's like, hey, I don't even live there. Nope, sorry. What is Pittsburgh best known for? It's random shit. Pittsburgh is known for many things, including the steel history, cultural institutions, and food. Okay. Pittsburgh's history as a major steel-producing city is celebrated through cultural and historical landmarks. Pittsburgh has many cultural institutions, including Carnegie Museum of Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Park Conservancy, Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium. We'll send you our zoo. You can have that. National Aviary. Carnegie Museum of Art is considered one of the top contemporary art museums in the U.S. with over 32,000 paintings. Wow. Andy Warhol Museum is one of the largest single artist museums in the world with the largest collection of Warhol's artworks and archival materials. Wow. All food. Here we go. I'm in now. Primanti Brothers sandwich. A signature sandwich made with grilled meat. Say less. Melted cheese. Say less. Coleslaw. Fuck. Tomato. God damn it. They're ruining it. And French fries. Okay, well, we're circling back on Italian bread. See, I would get that. Just hold the slaw and tomato. Piorgis. I don't know how to say that. Is that what that was? Yeah, it's Piorgis. That's what Jet was sending. I don't know. Piorgis, whatever the fuck that was. Filled dumplings that were introduced to Pittsburgh by immigrants and are considered the national dish of Poland. Oh, Pamela's hotcakes. Now we're talking porn. Oh, large, thin, crispy pancakes that are similar to crepes. Oh. A Pittsburgh salad. Yes. A salad with French fries among other ingredients. Fucking what? Let's go. I'm in. I had no idea that was a thing. A Pittsburgh salad. You put French fries on a salad? They put French fries on a salad in Pittsburgh. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Hey, babe. What are you doing? No, I'm just doing my show, just real quick. Hey, pack your shit. We're moving to Pittsburgh. I'll call you back. What the fuck? Oh, French fries on a salad. Now I'm going to eat salad. Now we're talking salad. Let's go. I'm in on the salads. Saris Candies, a chocolatier that uses high quality ingredients. Are there some that don't? They're like, we use the lowest quality ingredients. Our chocolate is the worst possible chocolate we could find. Here's another one. Pittsburgh is known to be the Steel City legacy. I ain't gonna lie. I've been to Pittsburgh. I was surprised at how pretty the city was in my estimation. So I was there on business many moons ago. And I flew in, landed, left the airport, and then the drive to the hotel. I'm driving along one of their rivers, I guess, and it's just these hills, just this bank of hills that go up. I'm driving along the side, and there's hills on one side, river, and then a steep hill on the other side, and you're kind of driving through that, and it's beautiful. Now, I'm obviously not in downtown Pittsburgh at this point. I'm kind of, somewhere in the suburbs, but it was beautiful, the areas and the part, or the area and the part that I was in, and I wasn't expecting that. Because you hear about Pittsburgh and the Steel City and all that shit. And I was just expecting it to be some, industrial smog filled. I don't know. I was expecting the whole city to be in black and white and gray. You just show up. Everything's covered in soot. Just dirty. Ugh. It wasn't, though. It was pretty, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. I actually liked Pittsburgh as a city. The people were super friendly. Weird dialect. They laughed. Every time I said y'all, they giggled. They just thought that was the funniest shit. And then I was like, well, what the fuck is a yuns or whatever the fuck it is they say. they just thought it was the funniest shit ever when I'd say, because, you know, I was up there teaching. And I'd be like, all right, so once y'all do this, you're going to want to do that. And then y'all do this. And yo, say it again. Say it again. I was like, man, fuck y'all. Yo. I mean, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Every time. Yins, yuns, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever the fuck it was. Yins, yuns, yawns, yawns, I don't give a shit. They're known for Night of the Living Dead. Okay. You would have Pitt. You are a Browns fan. What? Cece said, I hated Pittsburgh so much. Stay left to go right. Even Siri was stupid here. What does that mean? Nasty Nate said Pennsylvania is beautiful country. It is. I even went to Amish country, which was crazy. Where did I go? Let me pull up the map. Maps.google.com. Where did I go? It was up towards the land. I flew into Pittsburgh. I trained there. And so in Pennsylvania, I've been to Philly and I've been to Pittsburgh. And then I drove up yonder way. Not Erie. Where was it? But yeah, the Amish country was crazy. No, not Youngville. No, I don't know where it was now. I don't see it. No, not New Lebanon. Nope, don't remember now. But it was in or near like Amish country, and it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild to see that because you hear about it, you know, and then you see it, and you're like, whoa, we're in a different era. This is different. I don't know. This was when I was with Cisco Foods, and they had a Cisco Foods there because that's where they would deliver, obviously, to a whole bunch of different shit. But it was it wasn't Youngsfield. I don't remember. It was pretty wild though. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I've been to a few places in Pennsylvania. People were awful. Broke my tooth on a friend's cheeseburger. Yuck. Jesus Christ. Really, CC? Hey, what up, Joe Pro? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Joe Pro. B. Hannon said, love H-Town. What is Houston known for? Excuse, please. Houston is known for the Med Center. Some of the best medical care in the world. Of the world, Craig. We have some of the best cancer research and cancer fighting facilities in the world. People come from all over to get cancer treatment. So our medical center is one of, if not the best in the country, but also it's known worldwide. We are a technology hub. Especially back in the compact computer days, which became HP. There was a moment in time when Houston was an IT mecca. So I hope Icono's mom gets the clap. Houston was an IT hub. Obviously, the oil and gas industry is what we're known for. NASA. We have one of the largest ship channels in the country. Our port is huge. Deanna said tourist wise. NASA, Did Scarface pass away? What? What? No way. You don't put that out there, CC. I've not heard that. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard that at all. Oh, what? He was in ICU? Oh my God. No, I didn't hear that. Damn. That sucks. I hadn't heard that at all. God damn. That's terrible. Oh my God. See, I avoid the news at all costs. Yeah, being as a tourist wise, Houston isn't a tourist destination per se. But I mean, yeah, people aren't like, oh, let's travel to Houston. You wouldn't. There's a lot of cities that are like that. I don't know that. Why would anybody travel to Dallas? What would you go to Dallas for? Like San Antonio's known for the Riverwalk and the Alamo. But I mean, Houston would have like the San Jacinto Monument, the Texas Battleship, NASA. So the Space Center, Johnson Space Center. That's about it, though. Back in the day, you had Astro World, which was a Six Flags destination. You have technically Galveston. So those are a few things that you would come to. We have a fantastic museum district, one of the best in the country. But, we used to be the strip club capital of America. We do have, some of the best food in the country, culinary wise. We have some of the greatest restaurants and one of the best restaurant scenes, some of the most per capita. It's also why we're the fattest. Yeah, well, Don, I included the zoo and the museum district. That's down there amongst the, Herman Park was named the top golf course. Yeah, we have the Houston Open. So, I mean, but it's just not people aren't like, well, we've got 1 week. Where are we going? And the kids are like, Houston. Now, if you're like a space buff, then yeah, you want to go see the Johnson Space Center. You know what I mean? If you're a history buff, maybe you want to go see, or like a war buff, you might want to see the Texas Battleship. You might want to see San Jacinto Monument. Maybe. As part of maybe you're doing a whole, going to San Antonio and the Mission and the Battle of Gonzales and all that shit. But so I don't know. That's there's things to do. It's so funny. The booker for the Punchline was in town. He hit me up yesterday. He was like, hey, I got a few hours to kill before my flight. I'm downtown. What should I do? I was like, shit, playa. Or no, it was Saturday. I was like, well, you could go down the tunnels and walk around and see that. You could Uber out to the museum district. And then my wife was like, you could go to, there's this art house. And I didn't know this. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what did Nora send me. But it looked beautiful. It looked badass. Shit, where'd it go? Let me see. Trying to find what I sent him. Oh. The Menil collection? Menil? Menil. Nora has been, and she was like, it's so beautiful. It's amazing. I've never been to NASA. Isn't that crazy? Lived here my whole life, and I've never gone down to NASA. But Nora said that the Menil, I guess that's where the chapel is, Chris. It's like across the street. But the Menil collection, Menil collection is supposed to be like super badass. Like super duper badass. Let's see here. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, Justin said H-Town equals screwed and lean. Yes. Yes, of course. I know where this is headed. I knew it. I knew it. John Dorier. Got him. Ha! Got him. Ha! Yum, 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 yum. Oops. Sorry. Damn it, Total Dallas.
No, 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 no.
Let's see. What did it? Our poll, by the way, our poll results. Is CeeDee Lamb worth the $136 billion he got? Yes, got 56%. No, got 44% on Twitch. Okay. So only 16 votes because you guys hate voting, but all right, here is this thing that it's the Menil collection, I guess. Menil. This is in Houston. Admission is always free. And then it's got like art and shit inside of it. It's supposed to be really dope. Nora said she loved it. But it's got like the main building, and then all these different ones. It's pronounced Men-Eel. Okay. Men-Eel. Oh, cool. And there's the exhibitions that they have. Portraits of women from the collection. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. So, if you haven't heard of it, which I had never heard of it, lived here my whole life, but these are all these are some of the exhibits that they have, and then some of the events that they have going on. So check it out. Pretty cool. Something to do. Yeah, whilst I've been there, it's pretty nice. Yeah. Totally Greenville. That's funny. Jaime said, would y'all want CeeDee Lamb over Diggs and Nico/Tank? I mean, 3 versus 1. Yeah, I don't know. What did Perry say? This is Perry. I Googled it. Dang it. I told him I was going to visit the BiffNet World headquarters. What the hell did Perry say? Should have told him to hit up Area 29. I don't know what that is. All right. So there's your sports headlines. We got to the 2 main ones. Let me look real quick on. Oh, what was this? Oh, this was crazy. This was a story that popped off. I didn't get a chance to read it. We're going to read it together. But it says, and I didn't see this, Danny Jansen appears for Blue Jays Red Sox in the same game. Blue Jays turned Red Sox catcher Danny Jansen didn't just play for both teams in the same game of first in Major League history. He played for both teams in the same inning. Jansen became the first Major League ever to appear on both sides of a baseball box score when he took the field for Boston on Monday in the resumption of a rain-delayed game. He started for Toronto in June before he was traded to the Red Sox. Pinch hitting for Danny Jansen, Dalton Varsho, Red Sox media relations coordinator, Davis Perez announced in the press box. Defensive changes, Danny Jansen now at catcher. Playing for Toronto on June 26th, Jansen fouled off the only pitch he saw from Cutter Crawford in the second inning before the Tarps were called out. On July 27, Jansen was traded from Toronto to Boston for 3 minor leaguers. With Jansen behind the plate on Monday, Nick Pivetta struck Varsho out to complete the at-bat Jansen started. As Varsho struck out Davis Schneider, who walked in the previous at-bat, stole second on Jansen. Will Wagner struck out. Then Jansen came up for Boston with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, getting a nice cheer from a sparse makeup crowd game. Hit a lazy liner to first to end the inning. He later singled to the center in the 5th. An authenticator was on hand to tag all of Jansen's equipment, and the Baseball Hall of Fame said it requested the scorecard from the official scorer, Bob Ellis. Ellis was also working the game when it started in June. Scorecard will be a great tool to document and illustrate this history, showing Danny Jansen's name on both teams. That's kind of wild. So, and that was like, how does that happen? How on earth, how would he be traded mid-game in the same inning? Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Rain delay gets traded and then they finish up the game a month later. Aha! There's the trick. There's the old tricky trick. They gotcha. That's pretty cool, though. Goes down in history. Danny Jansen does. He's playing for both teams. Wait, that's not what I meant. He's switched teams. No. Never mind. You get it. You get it. All right. We've got a plethora. Uh-oh. Jaime said thanks for the rain. Is it raining over there? Is it raining over there, Jaime? Jaime? Let's see. Yeah, this Joe Pros has some crazy only in baseball shit, right? Right? All right. Got that out the way. Got that out the way. Got that out the way there. Don't you know? Got that out the way there. What the freak is happening? Okay, boo boo de boop. Let me my rundown. Oh, hey, real quick reminder. Fantasy pick'em. So fantasy leagues are full. We have completed all 4 teams. There is no room for no mas. So all 4 teams are full. Drafting has, picking draft nights has begun. If you didn't know, Jen sent out an email. So if you're in one of the Barry on Deck fantasy leagues, Jen emailed you a link to go sign up. And in that link, you'll click you'll be taken to a form. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this right here. This link will take you to a form. Oops. Should look something like this right here. All right, and you'll put your name and your address, and then when you click next, well, it won't let you. It'll show you 4 different options for draft night, and it'll be, here we go. Jen, you could ignore this. Let's see here. Actually, let me just in case here. Let's see. Test 1, 2, 3. It's burialdeck.com. Test 1, 2, 3. When you get to that form, Here's what it'll look like. So you can choose which night you would like to draft first as your first choice, and then second, third, and fourth. There's 4 different options because we have 4 different leagues. So you could choose Friday, 8:30 at 7 p.m., Saturday, August 31st. So that's Friday, August 30th at 7 p.m., which I think is full, if I'm not mistaken. I believe August 30th at 7 p.m. is now full. But put it anyways, you just probably won't get it if that's what you want. But then the other nights that we have, or other draft options we have, are August 31st, Saturday at noon, Sunday, September 1st at 11 a.m., and Sunday, September 4th, Sunday, September 1st at 4 p.m. So Jen confirmed Friday draft option is full. So if you wanted to draft August 30th at 7 p.m., tough shit. You missed it, which is what I wanted to. Fuck. See what happens? I missed it. So I'm shit out of luck. And I run the damn place. Damn. So you'll either be drafting Saturday at noon or Sunday at 11 a.m. or Sunday at 4 p.m. Put the options that best suit you in order, and Jen will do her level best to accommodate you based on your ranking. So, you'll put, I'd rather draft Sunday at 11 a.m. first, and then Sunday at 4 p.m. second, and then if I had to, Saturday at noon third. And then you would submit it, and those will go to Jen, and she'll do her best to accommodate everybody. All right? So there you go. That's how you'll sign up for the fantasy drafts. Also, don't forget, we are doing the Pick'em Challenge. It is, again, we're bringing it back for 2024, the Barry on Deck Fantasy Pick'em Challenge. You do not have to be a member of Patreon to participate in this. All you have to do is email Jen at barryondeck.com. Ask her how to pay. She'll tell you it's Patreon, PayPal, or whatever. It's $20 to enter. You have a chance to get most of your money back. $2 goes into the winner pot. So the most you'll be able to get back is $18 of your $20. We're going to put 2 in the pot no matter what. And then every pick that you get right, you get $1 back of your $18. Every pick you get wrong goes into the winner pot. All right. And that is for every person that is playing. We have 18 weeks in the NFL season. There's 18 weeks. There's 18 matchups that we'll be previewing here on Barry on Deck each week from our fantasy leagues, our 4 fantasy leagues. And I'll show you what the matchup is, what the 2 teams are, and then you will let Jen know who your pick is. So it might be, maybe it's Total Dallas versus Clarence, and I'll show you the 2 teams, and then you'll just message Jen or however we have it and say, I pick Total Dallas, or, I pick Clarence. And then whoever wins that matchup, whoever picked that winner, will put the tally down as you get a point for a correct pick, and you'll get $1 back. And then at the end, person with the most points is the winner, and they win the pot. They win the money. Now, we did a first and second place last year. We'll probably do that again to give 2 people a chance to get their money back. So last year, Mark G got like $89, and Lil Uzi ended up getting like almost $30 back. So we ended up giving out almost $120. So pretty cool. Pretty fun way to be invested in the fantasy leagues, even if you're not playing. And can you play if you're in the fantasy leagues? Absolutely, bitch. I'm going to be in it. I'm the host. I'm sending Jen my $20. And yes, I know you guys think, oh, I don't pay. Bullshit. Jen makes me I got to follow the rules just like you guys. I got the same email everybody else did. Hey, here's the link to choose your draft times. I don't get no special favors. This is bullshit. Why don't I get my name's on the goddamn show? How come I don't get any special treatment, Jen? That's some bullshit. Man, that's some bullshit. But no, I have to send Jim my $20. And then I have to send her my picks. And guess what? If you don't send in your picks, you lose the dollar that week. And guess what? If I don't send Jen my pick, I lose my dollar that week. It's bullshit, but that's how it goes. So, level playing field. Everybody and anybody can play. You don't have to be a member of Patreon. Jen said I only help Jenny. That's true. That's true. Rudy Ross said, Jen said, Barry, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, get it in. Get in. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to be invested in something that we talk about on a weekly basis on the show. And it's fun. And a chance to win a little scratch along the way. No, they don't win pot. They win the pot, dumbass. Total Dallas. Jesus said, when would be the last day to enter for the pick'em? I need to open Venmo because Cash App sucks. I believe it is the 20. She texted me. Hold on, I'll tell you. She texted me this morning and told me, and I didn't pay. Thursday at noon. Let them know the deadline to sign up for. Oh, no, that's the draft spots. It's before kickoff. It's before we do our first matchup. So as long as you get it in before kickoff of the first Thursday NFL game, then you're golden. But the deadline to pick your draft spot is Thursday at noon. So get that form I just showed you. Yeah, you got to get that in Thursday at noon for your draft order. But in order to enter the Pick'em Challenge, this thing right here, as long as you get your money in and before the first game, you should be good. You can make the pick that week. You know, we'll have the pick and just get your pick in and send her the money and you're golden. Okay? Okay? All right. She'll work with you. She's super flexible, man. We want this to be fun. We don't want this to be a hassle. Yeah, we have to put deadlines on it because what we don't want is people being like, oh, I'll pay you. And then it's week 10 and you're losing. And then you go, well, I'm not going to pay. Nah, fuck that. But she'll work with you. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. That's a good point, Jen. Jen said you can join at any point. You just lose the money for the weeks you missed. So, for example, if you join in week 2, all right, you know that you lose $2 of your 20 because that's just what goes into the winner's pool. There's 18 weeks, so $18 left. Well, if you miss the first 2 weeks, you lose those $2. So immediately you're down to $16 because there's 16 weeks left. So you would put in $20 and $4 would go into the winner's pool. So now you have a chance to recoup your $16. So. Flip said if you say you'll pay and you end up not paying, you should be a ban of some sort. Yeah, or we just all think a lot less of you. What's worse? Okay. Jared said, if I remember correctly, you can join the pick'em at any point during the season, but you lose money for the first week. Yep, that's it, Jared. That's it, buddy. Jared knows. I should have just read Jared's. He was on it before Jen. Look at that. Catch up, Jen. Come on. She's going to ban me. All right. Let's see. Got that off my list of to-dos. Sign up for draft night, fantasy pick'em. Happy birthday to my dad. Yes, I had to put that on my to-dos. Jenny's mom may be joining me here in a little bit. She had things to do today. What is going on? What is happening right now? All right, so I grabbed a couple of videos because why not? Why not? And there is a documentary that I just absolutely cannot wait. What the fuck just happened? cannot wait to see. They're working on a documentary about Greg Maddux. And you might be a baseball fan. You might not be a baseball fan. I don't know. Honestly, don't give a shit if you are or not. Being a huge baseball fan and also a big Astros fan, Greg Maddux and the Atlanta Braves, I just absolutely hated back in the day. Now, just a huge amount of respect. For what they accomplished and what they were, and those guys. But some of the videos and the clips that I've been seeing from that documentary just look amazing. And one of them has to do with the Astros in particular. I'm making sure I've got all these loaded. Okay, here we go. 2. That one's in. And 3. All right, cool. And so this one is his. There was actually, I can't find the other one. I need to go find it because it was actually crazy good. But they used to call Greg Maddux the professor or the wizard. But check this out. So this was a clip that was on social media from the documentary, and this was them talking about is it 20 per week or 20 overall? It's 20 overall, Black Sheep, for the whole NFL season. It's $20. So yeah, get your 20 in and you're good for the whole season. 20 a week would be crazy, bro. What are we, made of money? I don't know about you, but shit. I ain't spending 20 a week. But check this clip out. This is a scene or a clip from the documentary about Greg Maddux, which I cannot wait to see. And this involves the Astros, so pay attention because this is a pretty interesting little tidbit from there. Watch this.
We were regular season, and we were winning like 8-0. It was easy game in the 8th inning. And he told me, don't throw anything inside on Bagwell. Call everything outside. And I said, okay. I think it was somebody odd. And he wants to go inside. And I, okay, it's your game. So I went inside, called inside, and Bagwell hit like 1,000-mile.
Long, oh boy, Bagwell way back.
And I was mad, and I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, they got a good team. We got a good team. We're going to play them in the playoff. He's going to wait for that pitch. 3 months later, we're in the playoff, bases loaded in the 7th. We threw 3 straight changes and struck him out. And I was walking to the dugout. He goes, hey! And I look at him, he said, you remember? 3 months ago, 2 months ago? And I said, no, I don't. He was looking for that pitch, the homer that he hit. And I was like, this guy. It's how smart he was.
That's crazy. But that's what they say about Greg Maddux. That's how cerebral this dude was as a pitcher. There was another clip that I can't find, and I'll just tell you about it. Heartthrob said, as a Cubs fan, I hated Maddux going to Atlanta. As an Astros fan, I just hated Maddux. He was just so good. And he was so good, and his control was so great. And then the problem would be is that he would just paint the black on the paint, right? He would get the ball like halfway on the white, halfway on the black. And if you don't know, home plate is, obviously it's the way it's shaped. It's white, but then it has like a black rubber edge to it. And that's why they call it painting the black, because when the ball would cross the plate, the black part of the plate is still considered part of the plate. So if the ball is on the outside of that and crosses the black part, technically it's still a strike because it's crossing the plate. So if you can hit the black part of the plate, it's called painting the black. And what Maddux would do is he would sit there on that outer edge and he'd paint the black. He'd just pitch on that edge And then, he would condition the umpires, that's a strike, that's a strike. And his control was so good as that slowly, if this is the plate, he'd start here, right? And then he'd move it here, 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 and then he'd move it here. And before you know it, he was out here, and they were still calling it a strike. So he would go from here to here, getting strike calls way out of here. And it was like, bro, it's insane. But that's just how good he was. And that's how good his control was. He was never a power pitcher. But one, he had amazing control. And two, he was brilliant. And he was a tactician. So it wasn't that his stuff was Cece's a total wine, you lucky dog. It wasn't that his stuff was like the best stuff ever in the history of baseball. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. But he was always 3 to 4 steps ahead of you. And as you just saw in the clip, 3 to 4 months ahead of you. It was like, oh, we're up 8-0. There's a runner on second. He looks back and he goes, okay, that's what you saw him do this in the clip. You saw him go, oh, I see what you're doing here. So he says, call something inside. They go back. They probably give him the sign and everything so that they know that. So this one clip I saw, and I can't find it, but it was fascinating because it said, a lot of people don't know this, but Greg Maddux used to call his own pitches. Perez, as catcher, never called pitches. Maddux did. And the way he did it was through signs. They said if he caught the ball with his hand extended like that, that was a fastball outside. So he would want to throw a fastball on the outside of the plate. And this is when Perez would throw the ball back to the mound. So he would catch it like that, then the next pitch was going to be a fastball on the outer part of the plate. If he caught the ball like this, it was going to be a fastball on the inside part of the plate. So fastball in, right? Changeup was this. So if he caught the ball and he went like that, it was going to be a changeup. I think they said this was a curve. So he would literally put his finger in his nose for a curveball. And there was one other sign, but no one ever knew that he was doing all these signs. And he was calling every single fucking pitch that he threw. And because he was a tactician, so he would be like, all right, I'm going to set this guy up in this inning for later on, right? In the at-bat, I'm going to throw this first so I can set him up for this later. So he might give the guy a strike or let him foul something off. And it's just amazing, man. Just crazy smart. Dude, that's a great way to put it. Walt said, I always felt like Maddux hit the bat with the ball instead of the other way around. That's a great way to put it. God, that's a brilliant way to put it. Yeah, I could see that. 100% I could see that. Totally. But I can't wait for this documentary. I don't know when it's going to drop. Greg Maddux documentary. When does it come out? Maddux Artistry Unpacked, the new MLB Network doc. For more than 2 decades, hitters longed to get inside the mind of Greg Maddux after he left them flummoxed. What a great word. 16 years after Maddux last towed the rubber, a new documentary will finally give people a chance to get inside the pitching genius brain and find out one of a kind. Oh, here's Bonds. It's 2 minutes long. I'm not going to play it. Yeah, there was Bonds. Film will delve into the topics, including Maddux's approach to pitching, his ascension through the minors, his early struggles, and how he ultimately became one of the best pitchers in baseball. Bonds was Maddux's nemesis, hitting .262 and clubbing 8 homers off of him across 154 appearances. But like great sports rivalries, Maddux would often get the best of Bonds in their ongoing battle of wits. Well, when does it drop? That's what I need. Along with Maddux. Oh, this is hilarious. Look at this real quick. Let's see. Remember I was telling you how Maddux would call his own signs? Here's where it says it right here. Look. Yeah, along with detailing Maddox's vast success in the mound, one of a kind also delves into his upbringing, his relationships, and unique clubhouse personality that became stuff of legend. See, there's where he was showing you if he did that, that was a curveball. So yeah. Let's see. When does it air? Well, when the frick is this thing going to be on? Does it say? After the premiere of One of a Kind, MLB Network will air Maddox's 14 strikeout performance against the Brewers on May 2nd. I don't see when it's going to air. Let's see. Yeah. Does anybody have a date? Flip said Eddie didn't have to go that deep into his nose. Potch, what are these links? Are both of these the... Is that both the Bonds one? Or what is it? Oh, that's the one where he called his own pitches? Oh, okay, yeah. YouTube downloader. All right, let me do that. In the meantime, though, we've come to the best part of the week. In the green room. She waits patiently. Looking as beautiful as always. Let me see. Let me see what this other link is. Let me grab that, and then I'm going to download this. Oh, that's the Bonds one. Yeah, that's 2 minutes. Well, I'm going to download those in the meantime, so I'll show you that. Somebody find when this documentary... Oh, Heartthrob said Sunday at 8. This coming Sunday, Heartthrob? So it's this coming Sunday at 8. Got it. Okay. Oh, I cannot wait for this. I am so geeked about this documentary. I want so badly to watch this. In the meantime, I'm also so geeked about my next guest who joins me every single Monday on this fine program. She does this because she loves her son, and she also loves the Deckheads, and the Deckheads love her. So, ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the program right now, none other than Jenny's mom, everybody. Hey.
And
Hello,
I do
mother.
love you.
Hi.
I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late.
How did it go? You had a doctor's appointment. You, for those that don't know, she's transitioning. Pretty soon she will be Jim. Jim is mom.
Jim Bob jump back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It's the old knees. The old knees. That's from all that cheerleading many years ago.
It'll get you.
Yeah, I keep telling them I ain't having no knee replacement. Let's just keep pumping it full of that rooster gel.
What the hell? What is rooster gel?
Rooster cone gel. They give it to you in 3 shots. It's actually from a rooster's cone. Yeah, it's a rooster, like a chicken.
Did you say rooster cum?
Cone.
Oh my God!
Rooster's
I
cone.
swear to God, I thought you said rooster cum, Mom, and I was like, Jesus.
That's where your mind goes.
I was like, okay. Jesus Christ! What on earth are we talking about, Mother? So a cone, though, like cone, see, the whole chat is like, what? A rooster? What? The chat was with me on this one, Mom. You see?
Oh well, y'all just think stuff.
Okay, folks. So that's called a cone. I didn't know that. I thought that was like a
rooster cone. You know that little thing.
The little hat.
Something about the gel, and I don't exactly know what it is, but you can Google it and see. But I call it.
You're not putting me on a list.
But it's 3 shots in your knee, and so anyway, I told him I'm not having a knee replacement, so let's just keep shooting it in that knee.
So that's it, and then what? You just feel better? You just walking around with a rooster hat?
My left knee did. Look like I start. No.
Did you start walking like that? You just as soon as they inject it, you're like, oh shit.
I knew I shouldn't have told you that.
Just walking out of the doctor's office and like, yep, she just got an injection.
Good.
You like that?
It's a good imitation.
I've been working on it.
I know. It's better than it. love the way we entertain ourselves.
So stupid. See, Tony's got your back, Mom. He goes, grow up, chat. Tony's got your back. Grow up, chat.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
Grow up,
appreciate
chat.
you more than you know.
Terrence, too. Terrence said, I knew what she was talking about because I had to get the authorization for it. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
I thought he was going to tell me because he's the one that had to milk the rooster. I didn't know what he was talking about.
God.
Okay. This is getting
I
weird.
hope none of my friends are listening today.
Yeah, Mom, like your friends know how to get on the internet. Stop it. They're watching on their jitterbug phones. All right.
There you go. Anyway.
Are you I know you're a baseball fan. You were shaking your head yes when I was saying the date. You obviously knew about this documentary coming out.
Yeah, I want to see it. I didn't know he tried to call his own games though.
No, he did call it. Not try. He did call his own.
Frommer
games.
called that. Frommer tried that and it didn't work worth a damn.
Well, that's
He said he wasn't going to ever do that again.
that was tragic. Yeah, he was like, "I got this." No, you don't, pal.
No, you don't, baby.
Yeah, you ain't got that. You definitely don't have that.
But
God,
that's on Sunday, huh? That's good.
I guess so. Sunday at 8. I'm definitely going to at least record it because I'm sure I'll end up missing it. I'll sleep through it or some shit. But yeah, I want to see that. Especially as a baseball fan, because God, I hated Greg Maddux. But when I've started seeing these clips come out, and when you start to see the genius that is Greg Maddux, you're just like, what? So even these little clips have enticed me where I'm like, I need to see this, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched a document. I watched a documentary. I can't say the word.
Easy for you to say.
Yesterday on Steve McNair. Have you seen that one?
No, I need to. Let me tell you.
good.
Let me tell you how my wife is. You know, she's the kind that she'll watch something that both of us could watch together. And I'm like, why would you do that? You know that I would watch that with you. Why would you watch that? Well, I don't know. So of course we fire up Netflix to watch a movie last night, and I was like, "Oh man, documentary of Steve McNair's murder. I need to watch that. I might add that to my list."
It was really good.
And she goes, "Oh, I've already watched it." I was like, "Why would you watch that without me? I didn't think you would be interested in it. First of all, second, well, I guess I should have known she's really into murder, which is super unnerving."
She likes those.
Oh my God!
Oh, you better watch it.
It is, yeah. It is. I told you what she said one day, right, Mom?
What?
She said that she has left notes all over the house hidden.
If something happened to her.
That if something ever happened to her and she died in her sleep, that says I did it.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
What?
Oh, that is so
She's like,
funny.
yeah, they're hidden. And, yeah. So if something ever happens
it's called
to me.
Speaking from the grave.
Yeah. I was like, God damn. But yeah, she's
You're not going to be married to another woman. You're going to be in jail.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just make sure of that. Yeah.
But she goes, yeah, I watched that. I was like, why would you do that? She goes, well, I just figured you watched it already. When? When would I have watched it? When? The only time I watch TV is with you. When would I have watched it?
I know. It is really a sad story. You know, he was.
Don't tell me!
I was interested.
I don't know why I'm covering my headphones. They're on the inside.
No. I was just going to tell you the reason I was interested because, you know, he was a quarterback for the Oilers moved here in Houston.
Before they stole the team.
He was a great quarterback. Yeah, before they stole it. But anyway, it was really good. So you have to watch it alone.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Now that your wife has already seen it. I like those documentaries, though.
I'm watching one now. It's on HBO Max, or it's on Max now. They call it Max, not HBO Max. But it's on like Max. And it is the documentary of Wyatt Earp. It's really good. It's a docudrama. And I really kind of dig this format where, you know, it's part documentary and part drama where they act it out. Yeah. And then they kind of talk you through it at the same time. And it's really fascinating because if you've ever watched the movie Tombstone or Young Guns and shit like that, it's all really, you get all that. But this is a whole different angle, and it's a lot more factual, but it's actually more fascinating because they tell you how, like, it's Doc Holliday. Well, people don't know Doc Holliday was a dentist from Pennsylvania and that he had tuberculosis. And that they say, and he used to call whiskey his medicine. And in the movies, you saw that, and it was like, oh, that's silly. That was actually true because they told him for his tuberculosis to drink whiskey, so he called it his medicine. And like, you learn all this shit, right?
He became an alcoholic.
Yeah, he was a huge alcoholic that actually saved Wyatt Earp's life because he was gambling one day. Wyatt Earp was out there surrounded by these thugs, and he went out there to tell everybody to shut up. And about that time, Wyatt Earp didn't know, but there was a guy behind him that was about to shoot him in the back. And Doc Holliday pulled his gun out and shot the guy. And then when he did that, Wyatt Earp pulled his gun out on the other guys and give me your guns, and they all left. And from then on, they were like best friends because Doc Holliday saved Wyatt Earp's life.
I guess.
I was like, this is crazy, right? But here's the interesting part, Mom.
History's pretty crazy.
It's
Actual
wild.
History is pretty crazy.
And they said,
I'm all into genealogy
and
history, especially the Civil War and all that stuff.
So they
weird.
said that they did this whole thing about this stagecoach got robbed for silver, right? And the guys that robbed it were in a gang, and the gang was called the Cowboys. And it was like, take everything that you know about cowboys and throw it out the window. Because cowboys are not heroes. They're not the John Waynes and the Westerns that you know them to be. The original cowboys, and the term was a gang. And that's where it comes from. The way you knew that that the person you were dealing with was a member of this gang is their hat. Everybody had a hat back then. It would have a rattlesnake skin around the top, and that means you were a member of the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
And they would go steal cattle in Mexico and run them up because a cow worth $3 in Texas was worth $60 in Chicago. And so this gang was stealing cattle and selling them on the black market. And I was like, yo, that's wild. And then to tie it back into sports, I started thinking, so we have a whole ass football team named after a gang. Which means that would be like calling the Houston Texans the Houston Crips. Could you imagine the Houston Crips? Everybody would lose their shit. You can't have the Houston Crips. And think about the parallels.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Think about the parallels. How do you know they're Crips? Oh, their flag. They've got the bandana, the blue bandana, right? The rattlesnake skin.
Right.
What? Oh yeah, they're just out there selling drugs on the open market, just selling cattle, and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I don't know if she knows she's a fan of a gang.
Of a gang. Oh yeah. Speaking of football, next week season starts. Draft is this weekend in fantasy.
Yeah. Did you sign up? Did you get in a league?
I did.
Which one?
Did. Jen keeps me up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah. She kept saying, choose your time. And I'm thinking, are they going to have 4 drafts? I know she thinks I'm an idiot. And I went, Jen, so I signed up for 4 different ones. She goes, no.
Oh, my God.
It's your first choice, your second choice. I went, oh, yeah. Well, I couldn't remember from last year. I have Alzheimer's. Okay. I can't remember last year. It's this year. So anyway, Todd Lover.
So which one did you get? Which one? When are you drafting? What are you drafting?
My first choice was, I think it was Saturday. Saturday, and then my last one was Friday night because I'm real busy Friday and I got to get ready. I got to get
got to get ready.
I wonder if we're going to be on the same team this year.
I don't know. I turned mine in. I think I went in order, so we might be, because my first choice
I think the first one was Friday night. That was the first choice.
Yeah, I think my first
no,
choice
maybe it
was
wasn't.
Friday night, then Saturday
Oh,
night.
okay.
Yeah, I think mine was actually in order the way they were listed.
Oh, okay. Well, then probably not.
Jen, you're so sweet. Jen said, I love Jenny and I have unlimited patience for her. Well, that makes one of us. That makes one of us.
Speaking of that, I got to tell you, I've been working on this offer, right? And this other agent, she's real young, and I keep trying to move this thing along and get all these, negotiation, everything. And she'll go, well, you have to understand my little seller. She's 73 years old, and she has a hard time. And so many times I want to go, I'm 78. Okay. I return phone calls.
Bitch, I'm 78. I'm older than your little seller that doesn't know what she's doing.
I
What are you
return
talking
phone
about?
calls. I know how to write this. I know, but anyway, I don't know how old she thinks I am, but she keeps telling me, oh, you know how it is. She's 73. And I'm like,
That's hilarious. Have y'all met? Has she met you in person?
No.
Oh, mother. That's so funny. She doesn't realize it. Oh, that's hilarious.
She doesn't realize I'm 78.
She's
got my
like,
shit
you know how
together."
old people are. I'm dealing with this crazy bitch in her 70s.
She goes,
And you're
"Oh,
like, woman.
She said, bless her little heart. She's 73. And, da, da, da. And I'm going, oh, yeah.
I get it.
Wow, I understand. I get it.
That's
I know.
so funny. That is
Anyway,
so
but
funny.
Jen is patient with me. That's when I really turn into my 78. Is when I'm, Jen goes, now you do this, then you, okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
your 78 definitely shows when it starts coming to computer stuff. Yeah.
Hey,
your
I was
78
telling this
comes
lady
out.
how to do it. I do pretty good compared to some people. That's for sure. I have to. Anyway, I thought that's pretty funny though. She's been telling me today. I said, do we have a deal or not? Have we negotiated out? Is there any problem? She said, well, the only problem is my little 73-year-old can't get to her computer. She doesn't know how to sign it on her phone. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, well, bless her little heart. My mom's favorite saying, by the way, chat.
Heart.
My mom's favorite saying, chat. Bless her heart.
God love her.
My
Bless
mother,
her
I swear to God, she could be the heart pope. She has blessed so many hearts in her life.
Heart pope.
Oh, bless their hearts. Oh.
They say when Southerners are going to insult somebody, they always start it out, well, God love her. She's precious.
Bless her
but,
heart.
And then
Bless
zing.
her heart. Yep. Yeah.
And then that zinger comes.
Here it comes. Yes, indeedy. What did Crystal Fam used to say? Wow, she's been an adult 55 years. Tell her to get with the program. Yeah, no shit, right? No shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so
my voice, she must not be able to tell by my voice. Some people, you can tell by their voices, they're aging. So
yeah,
I'm still a loudmouth. So I guess.
No, you don't sound. If I close my eyes, you said you're 78, right? If I close my eyes, I don't hear 78. There's no.
Okay.
Yeah. See?
77 maybe, right?
No.
So what you're going to say?
No, I don't. You really don't. Because you're right. You do. Like, you can hear, sometimes you can hear people's
Sometimes
age.
your voices get weaker and your vocal cords and, all that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling my knee doctor today, he told me, he said, if you're going to have knee replacement, you got to have it before you're 80. And I went, oh, I don't care. I'm not having a knee replacement. Just let's get that sucker fixed up.
That reminds me of Andy Huggins. Andy has a new special
I love
out, Mom.
Andy.
And he's got a joke in there where he said, I went and had a colonoscopy and the doctor was like, all right, we'll see you in 10 years. And he goes, the fuck you will.
That's funny.
That's so great. That's so great. That's so true.
Don't they realize that we're living on borrowed time anyway?
Why? Why would I do that? Why? That was like when Dad was in ICU, or I think of when he was in a hospice. There was like something. I remember the nurse that was taking care of him. There was something that they were like he shouldn't have, and she was like,
it's like, who
"Are
cares?
you fucking kidding me? He's dying. Give him the goddamn food. If this is what he wants, just let him have it."
You remember Linda? When Linda was dying and I was taking care of her, she would say, God, I want to go outside and have a cigarette. And I'm like, okay.
Let's go.
She take her oxygen thing out with us.
Sitting outside.
Well, what difference does it make? Oh, I miss her. But oh my God, it's like, yeah. What was it gonna hurt? Okay, let's do that. That's what she wants.
That's so funny, B. Hannon. Yeah, B. Hannon said, "Yeah, you can't tell by the voice." That's true. He said, "Remember when everyone thought Barry was black?" Well, that's. Well, there is. There is that.
Well,
There's.
This is why I love the Deckheads. This makes my week every Monday. They are so funny and
there
sharp.
is that. People still meet me that have never met me that listen to me on the radio, and they'll be like,
"You're white?"
I thought you were black, dude. I really did. I thought you were.
It's
black.
that F word you use all the time. That's what it is.
You think black people use the F word too much, Mom? What?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Yeah, but people
but that
Well, they still to this day. They still, I can't shake it. I don't know. Like, it's so funny. I was hanging out with Dusty Slay and his feature because I wanted to work with him, but it was already booked. But I was hanging out with him after the show. I went up there and we went and had cigars and we were smoking.
Where were they? Where were they?
At the Improv.
Oh, at the Improv.
Perry said guilty. Perry's black. He goes, guilty.
Say thank you, Perry.
Perry's like, Mom's like, oh shit, let me off the hook. But we were hanging out, and Dusty was like, we were talking about like comics and comedy, and Dusty goes, well, you're a black comic, Barry. So I was like, all right, that's not fucking wife. That's not okay. Not at all. That's not true. I mean, I do kill in black rooms. He goes, see, you're a black comic.
See,
there you go. Well, that's not it at all. That's not it at all.
Coming off flavors. That's what I love.
That's true.
Oh,
that is funny though. It was so weird when that would first happen because I don't hear it, and then I would start to meet people, and they would be like, "Oh my God, I thought you were black." I really thought you were. They would whisper it. I'm like, why are we whispering? I thought you were black. Like, bro, why are you whispering this? This is crazy. Why are you I just thought you were black. It's like, okay.
You should see when I tell my students, somehow they always get around to, because I guess my gray hair, they're always getting around to wanting me to tell them how old I am.
Really? When you teach?
Yeah. I'll say I'm 78 and it's just quiet.
Really?
And they look at me, and this is the one thing that I usually get. They go, "What do you use on your face?"
No shit. That's hilarious.
What do I use on my face? And I tell them, number 7. There you go.
A rooster cone. I use a rooster cone.
And rooster cone on the knees.
It's all full circle. Circle of life, everybody.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Mother, as always, I'm glad you joined the show. Better late than never.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I'll see y'all next Monday after the draft.
Yeah, so is it? Yeah, it is next week, isn't it? It's this coming weekend.
Yeah,
shit, I got to get busy. I got to get to studying.
I do too.
I don't want to end up in a league with you again. I just hope that's the.
Why? Because I beat you, you poor sport.
Oh, stop it! I think we were 1-1. Don't start that.
Oh, that's true. You did beat me the first year.
That's not. Hold on now. I was going to say, let's not rewrite history here.
You beat me the first year. I beat you the second year. This would be a good year for you and I to be in the same league, and then we'd have bragging rights for the rest of the year. I'm just saying.
That's true. It's not that you're competitive or anything, or me.
No, heavens no. Never.
Oh, God, my buddy Darren Carter, too. I forgot about him, Amos. Yeah, good point. That's a good point, PB Dubs. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing a Labor Day show. That would be next Monday. We may not have a show.
Next Monday, Labor Day already?
Yeah, September 2nd. That would be next Monday. Wow. There may not be a show.
Oh, yeah. See, they keep us.
Yeah, they keep us in line. Good job, PB Dubs.
I
don't know.
Well, I guess I'll see y'all in 2 weeks then.
All right, Mother. I love you to death. You're the
Love
best.
you, love you, Dad, Dad. See you
All right.
later.
Jenny is mom every Monday when we have a show, and I don't, fuck it up and forget to tell her, all that. But so much fun. The best. Just love hanging out with her. Just so fun. And she's right, man. I'm telling you, how many 78-year-olds you're going to meet that can have that much fun, that spry, and they can hold a conversation like that? That is, boy. And I got to say, I'm so lucky because she definitely passed the gene down to me, because people still get shocked when I tell them how old I am. They're like, what? You're 50? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I do look young for 50, I think. So, yeah, Flip said you can't work on Labor Day. I probably won't. And that's probably, I would do a show. My guess is if half of y'all wouldn't listen or show up anyways, and then the other half would. But then, the big thing is if Nora's not working, which she won't be, everything's closed. I like to take the day off and hang out with the wife, Spent the first 2 years of the show really locked in 24/7, and now it's nice to just be able to take the day off and enjoy it with the wife. So that's probably what I'll do. So we'll do that. But I'm glad you reminded me. What's the chance Jenny's mom logs in at 3:15 next Monday and wonders where everybody is? That's a good question, Joe Pro. I doubt it. She'll remember. I think. She'll remember. Yeah. I'm going to say 20%. Set the over under at 20% chance. 20%. Yeah. We'll go 20. 20%. Hold on. Let me put this. I want to save this one for later. Greg Maddux Bonds video. I'm going to save that one for later too. All right, real quick. I want to show you this video and then we're going to bounce. This was the other video about Greg Maddux. And this one was him calling his own pitches, which I also found super fascinating. Joper said 100%, I'll forget. Mom, Jenny said, I take my memory meds. I need to get some of those. Shit. I hate having to keep my phone on stage to remember my set list. That's the worst. That's embarrassing. I'm a pro comic. I shouldn't have to do that. But I have to. I don't know. What do you take, Mom? Ginkgo biloba? Oh, that's true. I should run my first replay and see if she's like, oh shit, he's doing a show. I should do that, Jared. Good point. All right, here it is. This is Greg Maddux calling his own pitches. This is from the upcoming documentary. Check this out. It's not that long. This is like 34 seconds. But check this out. Here we go. Watch this.
I never told this to anybody, but he called his own pitches.
I think it's pretty amazing how he did it.
Okay, this is super low. Hold on. Let me start over here. Hold on 1 second. That was way too low. All right. Now that I have this pulled up. What up, Alec? Is Trey coming through Wednesday? Good question. I'm not sure. Need to figure that out. All right, let's try this again. Greg Maddux calling his own pitches. Take 2.
I never told this to anybody, but he called his own pitches.
I think it's pretty amazing how he did it. So how he caught the ball from Eddie determined what the next pitch was going to be.
When he threw that pitch, he go fastball away, fastball inside.
Tap his leg with his glove. That is assigned to Eddie Perez.
This is changeup. A cutter and curveball was this.
Nobody ever knew it. I mean, it was kind of brilliant.
They don't call him a professor for nothing.
Dude was just brilliant. Just brilliant. And I'm sure he had others. And I'm wondering what the leg tap, I forgot about that. The leg tap with the glove. I don't know what that was. And I'm sure there was more But yeah, and you just never know. Like all of the stuff that they showed going on here, now you start to wonder everything that he did.
I think it's pretty amazing how he did it. So how he caught the ball from
what was
Eddie
that, right? What was the throw? Was that a move or just throwing it from one to the other?
Fastball away, fastball inside.
Right, so that was
his leg with his glove.
What was that? And that was so subtle, you wouldn't even notice it.
This is changeup. A cutter and curveball was this.
And then like wiping it, does that wipe the pitch away?
Brilliant.
They don't call him a professor for nothing.
Because like that's the other thing too. When you're there's ways to wipe signs off and start over. So like, would that be to wipe the sign away and do it again? Or that's crazy. It's crazy. Genius. Absolute genius. I can't wait for this documentary. That's going to be Sunday. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, Jared said, how's the broadcast calling it out live and no ball club caught on? Oh, I'm sure that they kind of caught on. Like they knew something was up. But with Maddux, you just never knew because he was still way ahead of you. You know what I mean? Still way ahead of you. Yeah. All right, so before we get out of here, we got to talk a little bit about what happened this past weekend. It's 4:55. Alex said, how about Bucky Irving? I missed it. What did I miss? What's going on? What happened? I know he's running back out of Oregon, right? What did I miss? Bucky Irving. What did I miss? What did he do? What happened? What did I miss? What did I miss? Alec, what did he do? Something go on? Or is he just talking about it in general? Because he's having a good camp. Is that what you're just excited about him? Just it's going to be a little spark plug. Sean King talks Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving's preseason safe from. Okay. Yeah. You're just excited. I don't see anything that stands out, I guess. Impressive preseason. Okay, yeah, we knew that, but all right. Will Bucky Irving make an impact? Okay, yeah. From my Ducks to my Bucks. Yeah, that had to make you excited. It's always cool when somebody goes from a team you root for in college to a team you root for in the pros, and you're like, yeah, get to keep rooting, baby. Get to keep rooting. Maddux could shout it in your face, but you still have to try to hit it. That's a good point, Joe Bro. Let's talk a little bit about what happened to Florida State before we get out of here. Oh, poor Florida State. You know, you gotta feel a little bit bad for the Seminoles. They came in ranked 10th in the nation going into the season after feeling disrespected by not making the playoffs last year. A lot of anger and hate towards Kirk Herbstreit because of that. A lot of people saying, and I mean, quite frankly, he kind of did lobby against Florida State not making the playoffs, and they didn't. And they, quite frankly, probably should have. And they mailed it in during their bowl game and got trounced. And then you fast forward to this season, and it's revenge season for Florida State, right? They open ranked 10th. Ahead of them is Michigan, Penn State, Notre Dame, Ole Miss, Bama, Texas, Oregon, Ohio State, and Georgia. That's it. They go overseas. They go to Ireland. They're playing Georgia Tech. Who? Georgia Tech. Who? Yeah, lowly Georgia Tech. Not supposed to win the game. I think the spread was 3.5, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can find the scores here. Box score. Does the game cast? I know ESPN Bets will have something on it. I know they will. I'm sorry, not 3.5. 10.5. FSU was favored by 10.5. Over-under was 54.5. But this, so Florida State was favored by 10.5. And, I mean, think about this for a second. If they're favored by 10.5, you got that half, which is the hook, right? So that tells you they're either favored by 10 or 11, roughly. And if Vegas thinks the over-under is 54.5 with the hook, so 54. So let's just use round numbers and say that Vegas thinks the total is 54, which if you split that evenly, right, that's what, 27 apiece. Now you take the spread and you give the 10 points to the favorite. You subtract the 10. You get where I'm going with this. This should have been not close. Instead, Florida State scored 8 in the first quarter, 6 in the second, nothing in the third, and 7 in the fourth. Meanwhile, Georgia Tech does something similar. 7, they get a touchdown in the first, they get a titty in the second. Neither team scores in the third. And with about 6 seconds left, after scoring a touchdown in the fourth quarter, Georgia Tech kicks a go-ahead field goal with, 5 seconds left. Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1, ball game. And it holds up. And that was that kid's first opportunity, 44-yard field goal. That was Burr's first opportunity at a game-winning or game-tying field goal in the fourth quarter. A go-ahead or a game-winning or game-tying field goal in his career. And he makes it against the number 10 team in the country. On the road, across the pond, no less. Not really on the road. It was a home game, but you get it. This wasn't supposed to happen. Both teams in the ACC, this just wasn't supposed to happen. So much for Florida State's chip on their shoulder. Now, are they done? Are they out of it? Well, no. They got work to do, though. That offense just did not look good. I don't even know how to pronounce the dude's name. I always fuck it up. I call him Ukulele. It's Uangulele. Uangulele, yeah. Uangulele. Uingangule. See, fuck it. Just DJU. I always fuck it up. DJU. It was 19 of 27, 193 yards passing against Georgia Tech. Just shouldn't happen like that. So they've got work to do. And if you look at the schedule for this team, they've got BC, Memphis, California, SMU. And that should get them right. I mean, they shouldn't have lost to Georgia Tech. But you figure they'll win those. But then they've got number 14, Clemson. Then Duke. Then number 19, Miami. Then a North Carolina team that's not going to be easy. And then Notre Dame. And then Charleston Southern and Florida. It is quite possible that Florida State could end this season with now 3 to 4 losses. And is that going to be enough to get them in the playoffs? I mean, I doubt it. I doubt it. They've got to beat 2 of those 3 ranked opponents that they have left. They've got to, and I'm assuming that they beat everybody else on their schedule that is not a ranked opponent. Which I don't know if that's a safe assumption now after the way they lost to Georgia Tech. They just looked bad. And this is upset season, right? I mean, early in the year when teams are unproven, that's when these kind of games happen. That's when these kind of games can sneak up on these programs. So there it is in all its glory. Like I said, if they win these games, there's your redemption, right? If they win these games, they're golden. So they can control their own destiny. You know, BC, Memphis, Cal, SMU, great. They should win those games. You know, Clemson is not the Clemson that you might be used to. They're still a good football team. But there's a reason they're 14 and not 4. So it's a winnable game, and it's at home. Then you got Duke, but then you go on the road to Miami, who they're ranked, right? Like I said, North Carolina is good. They're not ranked, but they're a good football team, but that's at home. And then you go on the road and play Notre Dame, probably the biggest game they'll play this year as far as toughest. That's on NBC, then Charleston, Southern, and then Florida, their big rivalry game. So, I don't know. Joe Pro said, well, don't 37 teams make the playoffs this year? Yeah. Yeah, they do. But you got to think, Joe Pro, a lot of these teams aren't going to lose more than 2 games. And you look at that schedule, and if Florida State could lose to Georgia Tech 24-21, you don't think they can't lose to Clemson, Miami, and Notre Dame, and maybe mess around and lose to UNC? Lose to North Carolina or lose to Florida? Absolutely they could. Because both North Carolina and Florida are better than Georgia Tech. It's very possible. So, I mean, it's possible they beat one or all of those ranked opponents. But based on what I saw, and based on what you guys saw, it's also possible they shit the bed. I mean, they got work to do. That's all I'm saying. They got work to do. Can they finish the season with 1 loss? Sure. That is not a murderer's row. That is certainly not Florida's schedule. But it also ain't Oregon's. Exactly. Flip's got a point. TCU didn't bounce back after losing to Colorado. Some teams do. And some teams just unravel. But it's a 12-team playoff. And you got to think, how many teams are going to make it that lose more than 2 games? I venture to say not many. And of those that do, the 2 lost teams are going to be losses to other ranked opponents, not Georgia Tech. And that will be the problem if they only lose one other game to one of these ranked opponents on their schedule. That's the other problem, is you now have a loss to what will probably be an unranked, mediocre Georgia Tech team the rest of the year. It's hard to defend that. Because even if you got the Texases of the world and the OUs in the SEC, right? And these other squads, maybe Bama loses a couple of games or whatever. Those losses, if they're 2 ranked opponents, I think that's different. Then that'd be like one of Texas's 2 losses being to, Mississippi State or some shit like that. It's just not supposed to happen. Joe Burrow said, I miss arguing about the number 3 and number 4 team missing out instead of number 13. That didn't stand a chance anyways. Yeah, but, and hear me out. these new Power 2 conferences, because that's really what we're down to, changes that landscape also. Because now your top 12 are really beating each other up in these conferences. Right? I mean, you look at the Big 18 and the SEC. You're basically down to the NFL's AFC, NFC. This is what they are. So you're getting the best of best from both sides, beating each other up and figuring out who's the best. Guess that's one way to look at it. I don't know. All right. I promised you some college football. Had to get in there. Had to get it in. Joe Bro said, I hope FSU finishes 13th this year. Hell, they could. They absolutely could. I wouldn't put it past them. All right, Astros on deck. They play at 5:30 today, right? Yeah, I believe so. 5:30. So enjoy that. Perry said 1 more hour. Man, I got dishes to wash before the old lady gets home. She's probably already home. I'm grounded now. Shit to do. All right, man. Good start to the Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I certainly do appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to Jenny's mom for joining. Better late than never. Just like I tell you guys. Alec, buddy, it's so good to see you, man. Welcome home. Good to have you back, my friend. Same to you, Jaime. Good to see some faces I hadn't seen in a while. Jet, Jamal. Good to see you guys. Yeah, don't forget, get signed up for the Barry on Deck Pick'em Challenge. Get your choices in when and where you want to draft on what night. And I would be remiss if I didn't say good to see Reyes back in the chat as well. All right. I think that does it. Let's call it. So until I see you tomorrow, we'll get in some more. I got plenty of sports to get to that we didn't get to today. We still need to look at the Colorado School of Mine pictures. Didn't get to that today. Still haven't looked at the alternate uniforms for Air Force, and by God, I'm determined to do it. Associated Press, All-Americans, 6th inning baseball, all that shit. Blah, blah, blah. We'll do it tomorrow. All right? Love you guys. Do me 3 favors before I see you tomorrow. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Betting news.
Oh, we've got... Hey, thank you, Uriel. I appreciate you, buddy. You're the man, sir. You're the man. Yes, sir. Alec got a rating. Let's go. Betting news it is, my friend. Betting news that you got it just in time. Almost didn't make it, sir. Let's see. Search a channel to raid. Betting news. There they go. Start the raid, and we're off. All right, we got 12 rating. Let's go. We can do this. All right. 12, 2, 1. Love you guys. Y'all enjoy the raid. Say hi. Be cool, deckheads. Goodbye.
Eddie's making a YouTube video.